Hi, I'm Shelby Hernandez, and you're watching MediaPlex live at 1. According to the most recent jobs report released by Statistics Canada, Windsor's unemployment rate has dropped to 7%. Windsor is no longer one of the top 10 unemployment regions in Canada. Tigers fans lined up at the downtown bus terminal to travel to today's home opener. Hundreds of fans will board Transit Windsor to make their way to Comerica Park. Kyle Scratch has been going for the past 6 years to take in the experience.
It's just a big party. That's what it is. Party atmosphere, to say the least.
The first pitch will fly at 1:07 as the Tigers take on the Yankees. The University of Windsor is hosting the first Robotics Southwest Regionals this week. Our Dan Gray was there and files this report.
The robots are back in town. First Robotics has taken over the St. Denis Center again this year. Over 50 teams from as far away as Poland are here to participate in the regional competition. Mark Bredner is the CEO of First Robotics Canada and hopes the students gain an interest in science, technology, math, and engineering when they participate.
I want them to get excited, to look at what they're going to do in the future. When they build these robots, it's incredible what they do in a 6 weeks period. They're going to learn so much, but hopefully while they're doing that, they see something that sparks their curiosity, that makes them say, oh, I really like doing that, and I'd like to do that for a career.
The competition will wrap up tomorrow afternoon, and admission is free to the public. For MediaPlex Live at 1, I'm Darren Gray.
Yesterday, Honorio Colucci joined us in studio to talk about his new position as Windsor's Chief Administrative Officer.
Hello, I'm Sean Preble, and I'm here with Honorio Colucci, the new Chief Administrative Officer for the City of Windsor. Thank you for joining us, Honorio.
No problem, Sean. Glad to be able to do it.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the new position.
Thank you.
Now, after 31 years in more financial type positions, why take on the CAO role?
Well, I think it was the next logical step for me. Over the last 6 or 7 years, I worked very closely with the outgoing CAO, Helga Rydell, and knew what the job entailed, had some interest in it, and was approached to see if I was interested in taking over for Helga. And after a short while to think about it, I thought this would be a great next step for my career.
Well, now that you've taken the position, what are you hoping to accomplish in your first year as CAO?
Well, as I mentioned, I work very closely with Ms. Rydell. I think the city is in really good shape these days, so I don't foresee dramatic changes. There may be a tweak here and there as things progress, but largely status quo for now. I think we want to continue to provide the best services we can for the residents at the cheapest possible price.
Well, final question. I know earlier you did say the city looks to be in good shape, but could you elaborate on what shape our city is in?
Well, I think the last decade has been incredibly productive for the previous mayor, the current mayor, and the councils during that time. We have decreased our long-term debt from $230 million to less than $100 million. Our reserves have increased more than double. We have obtained a AA credit rating, which is a very strong credit rating. We've increased our capital expenditures on things like roads and sewers in the last 10 years by a factor of 2. So clearly, I think much progress has been made. Our taxes used to be among the highest in the province. Now they're very competitive, in most cases below the provincial average for municipalities of our city. So lots of good things have happened over the last decade or so, and certainly hope to keep it going during my term.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Honorio.
No problem.
I'm Sean Preble, and we've just spent a few minutes with Honorio Colucci, the Chief Administrative Officer for the City of Windsor.
Turning to weather, today they are calling for cloudy skies with showers and a high of 6 degrees. Overnight we will have light snow with a low of -3. Tomorrow we'll see a few flurries with a high of -1. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Shelby Hernandez, and you've been watching MediaPlex Live at 1.